These are a game changer for pretty much any entry level bike. Let's get into it. Hands down, these are probably one of the most important upgrades that you can make for just about any entry to mid-level bike. And it's a wheel set. This one in particular is the Hunt Trail Wide 29er mountain bike wheel set. And I gotta say, these things are phenomenal. I've absolutely loved these the entire time that I've had them, but I did get rid of them for one reason. These actually get shipped out tomorrow, which is why I'm doing this video right now. And this particular set is boost spacing. So it is 15 by 110 up front and 12 by 148 in the rear, and it is also XD. But we're gonna get more to that here shortly. Now, what makes these so special? And it's mostly gonna come down to probably about 3 key things, and that's going to be the weight, the durability, and the adjustability. Or no, not adjustability, the upgradeability. And that's basically how well are these going to stay with you as you change bikes. And it's better than you might think. So this is the rear wheel, and this actually has a SRAM XD body driver on it right now, so that way I could put a GX, XX1, or X01 cassette on here. Now, if I didn't want to run SRAM 12 speed anymore and I wanted to go to Shimano microspline, you can literally just pull this out and swap it out for a microspline, or even a Shimano HG, which, you know, basically means that you can run any drivetrain with this wheel set. Next, what makes these special is the fact that you can adjust these between non-boost, boost, and I think maybe even super boost. I'll have to double check on that. But it's super easy to switch these out. You literally just have these end caps right here, and you pull them off and you swap them out with the new cap set. It's literally that simple. For those wondering how the hubs sound, it's actually really good. As you can see, the bearings in these are pretty good as well. So I did just check, and you can actually convert this to Super Boost, which is a really nice touch. So this does have a 5-degree engagement hub, and for those who don't know exactly what that means, I'll put a link up here in the top right to a video that can help better explain it. Rule of thumb, the lower the degrees, the better. 5 degrees is actually really good. It's not anything like a Industry 9 Hydra or a 101 hub, but gets the job done. So one thing that does help contribute to the lightweight nature of these rims is the fact that there is 28 spokes on here instead of, say, like 32 on a different style of rim. So Hunt does claim that the full wheel set weighs 1,831 grams. And for those who are unfamiliar with if that number is good or bad, that's actually not bad. That's actually pretty good given the price point for these wheels. Chances are the wheel set that came on your bike is an entry-level OEM spec. And I feel like even on some of the mid-level bikes, they still spec really bad rims. And I don't understand that. I think rims and wheel sets are probably one of the more important upgrades that you can make to a bike. One of the big pluses to having a lighter weight wheel set is the fact that overall, it just makes the bike significantly more playful. And with the less weight on the actual wheel set itself, you're gonna notice it a lot more than you would anywhere else on the bike. So basically, going to a lighter wheel set is gonna make you climb faster. It's gonna make you go downhill faster, probably. But overall, it's just gonna be a lot more fun because the bike's just gonna be so much more playful. This particular wheel set is actually 30 millimeters internal width, which I think is pretty much the standard nowadays for what anybody's running, whether you're doing XC, trail, and probably even enduro. I think some of those guys are probably running a little bit wider, but honestly, I think 30 is a really good spot for rims. And that's talking about the internal width of this channel right here. So when you go to order these, you can actually spec them out. This is actually a 6-bolt setup. You can also order these in a center lock if that's what you want to go with. So the fact that these are so adjustable when you order them is really nice. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why I'm selling these, it's because of the new bird wheel set that I got. Stay tuned and get subscribed for a review on those. I've actually run these wheels a lot, and I've probably beat on them a lot as well, and they have taken the abuse without issue. These have been pretty much my go-to wheel set for everything that I've done, whether it's riding at Sky Park, riding the rocky terrain here out in the desert, or even just doing the XC races that I did last year, the Grizzly 100 and the Filthy 50. Stay tuned. I'm actually doing the Whiskey 50 here in like 6 weeks. There was one downside on when I ordered these, and I've kind of run into this multiple times with Hunt. And I don't know if it's the fact that they just sit in a warehouse and the tape kind of gets hot, but I found that I always have to fix the tape when I first get them. And what you notice is that the tape will actually come up, and I don't know if it's just because it's so hot, but I found myself having to actually retape it completely. Or with this particular set, I believe I took a heat gun and went around and really pushed in the tape. And that's a bit of a quality control issue I think that they could do a little bit better on. They might have fixed it by now. I'm not sure. So for those who are unfamiliar, I did actually feature another set of Hunt wheels in the budget bike upgrade series, and you can check out that conclusion right here. And basically, it totally transformed the bike. And coming back to the whole weight thing, these are 1,830 grams. The wheel sets that typically ship with bikes are going to be well over 2,200 grams. Now, I know these probably aren't making sense to you, but just figure it in this terms. These are probably a good pound lighter than the wheels that came on your bike, and you're gonna notice that. Hunt does have a 60-day ride and return policy, which I think is pretty cool. You can try these out for up to 60 days, and if they're not for you, you can send them back for a refund. Speaking of which, actually, if you keep an eye on their new renew section, you can pick up wheel sets for significantly discounted prices, and I think that this is what they're doing with all the returns that they get. Definitely check that out if you're in the market for a new wheel set. So obviously these are not carbon fiber rims, these are aluminum, and you can tell just by the sound. So in the hub itself, it does have a 6-paw setup with 72 points, and what that does is that gives it a 5 degree of engagement. If you do need to switch out your axle boost spacing or get a new driver body, you can just go straight on their website and order it there, and I like that. Well, I think that these are a game changer for a lot of entry-level-ish bikes, and if you disagree, let me know down in the comments below, and if you do agree, make sure you hit that like button. Well, you know what? That's the end of this video, and you should definitely check out why I feel strongly about these wheels right here in this video.